Good day, dear friends. Good evening, humans. Why the man-made law exists? Did you consider? Did you ever thought about this notion, why we have been so heavily legalized, controlled, directed, that if we do something wrong, we'll be punished? Even if we don't do a wrongful doing against another person or human, we still have to pay some of the legal prosecutions, taxation prosecutions, moral prosecutions. So morality was legislated by law as we live it now. So if somebody asks you, do you live by moral law or you live by man-made law? That it's actually so big that the last, I think, 10th edition of Black's Law Dictionary has about 1800 pages. Very small print. Very detailed description of all the wrongdoings that we could do and how they could interpret that it harms who or protects what. So why this man-made law exists? Exists to protect who? You? Plant? Government? Constitution? Alright, Constitution is a law, man-made law, so we probably have to obey it. Why this man-made law exists? To prevent what kind of actions? What kind of actions are illegal? It can be illegal. In Netherlands, in Amsterdam, you can actually have shop for the drug, any kind, on the street. At the same time, you can shop the women in, or a man, or a boys, or whatever is in the shopping window. Very legal by their local laws. Yet across the border, or let's say down the road, if you go in another continent, in let's say Middle East, over there, women cannot even be free to walk around dressed as they fit. That is proper. Yet they have to be all wrapped into the hijabs and all the black screens all over their faces and heads and shoulders, all the way to the ankles. Not even ankles cannot be exposed. So different laws, same humanity or same people. So which law do we respect? Why do we follow law at all if it doesn't hurt anybody else, like your actions? Because we've been just driven like this. We've been bred like a little hamsters who has to run in the law of the spinning wheel. And we cannot stop. As soon as we stop, somebody will make a claim against us and say, this one is doing infringement of the present law. You have to run. Orwell's 1984 was not far. The Animal Farm, which, by the way, all these animals were a human characteristics of present non-human behaviors. So title for today: Legalizing the Theft of Your Soul. Countries are created by law. Corporations are created by law. Even in their name, they stated what they are actually, yet nobody wanna consider that they want to give all their energy, living energy, to the dead corpse, or corp oration, the corp that it's talking. Why we would give all our energy to a dead corpse? Don't know. Because probably this is a law, and we have to obey the law. Says monkey, who doesn't see, doesn't hear, doesn't speak. Yet monkey knows something is big in his ass. It's called law, Black Dictionary law, or Roman Catholic law, or Roman law. It's all related one to each other. Nobody's questioning it. You go from continent to continent, country to country, Roman law is everywhere. South Africa, Canada, America, Britain, of course. Vatican doesn't respond to this Roman law. They have their own canon law, which will shoot you from the canon as soon as you're heretic. And they will make their own laws that you will actually be a heretic no matter what, even if you didn't make any crimes against anybody else. You just want to have your own beliefs, or have no beliefs, which from perspective of no law, or the anarchistic approach, where the only law exists is your own, that it doesn't infringe on another person. Yet Roman law, canon law, is there to tell you what is right, in quotes, what is not. So why you have been so easily subdued? I say not so easily because it spends thousands of years for them, for this Roman dark magicians of the letter, to create these kind of infractions on humanity, on free humanity, so that humanity will not continue being free, or they will continue listening their garbage and pretending they are so, important, they are so wise and clever. Law is not clever. Law is not wise. Law is there to give you a command. You don't obey it, it cut your head, let's say in the Middle Ages. But in this time, they cut your credit card, or they cut your credit. So you basically fucked no matter what. So how to actually fight against these crapsters? What to do in our own defense as wannabe a free humanity? Start listening some of the videos that Denise is making, Freemans are making through all the world, where strawman is exposed as one of the biggest scams over human spirit. Title is related very much with this, because it's everybody in this so-called financial industrialized society. Nobody talks about spirit. Nobody talks about your energetics within you. So why? Because this is the biggest and most hidden secret of their existence. If they don't pay attention, or they don't bring your attention to your own soul, to your own energetics of your spirit, they can do all the machinations around and package it in the way that nobody would even look towards inside, saying like, but this is absolutely immoral that I have to pay, I don't know, 32% taxes in Canada, or in America, like a little bit less, yet they fuck you on the other side when you have to find enough funds to pay all these defense mechanisms. Through buying the guns, you have to defend yourself and so on. So again, they are playing the game. What is lawful, what is not? Is it marijuana lawful? Why hemp is not a present in every single aspect of our life? Hemp is like a basic similar like to marijuana, yet much more sturdier plant that you can build from it. You can make a clothing from this. You can make a tincture that you can heal people with this. So why this kind of idea is not perpetuated all over? Because it's against the law. So where we're standing now under this Roman law, we really have no chance for being free ever. Yet this world is absolutely filled with challenges. It's so beautifully well organized that it will trigger us in every way possible, that we start realizing how much we have been enslaved and how much we've been stolen. So when you see what they're stealing from us, they're stealing our energy. They can create corporation which with grandiose names, Microsoft corporations, all this crap of the grandiose names, or Hollywood is nothing if there's no people who are going to do all this creative work. Or military by itself is nothing without a human who's going to take a gun and go and fight. Yet they make a law, and it's suddenly not only illegal, but it's mandatory that you have to take a gun and go and fight in some Afghanistan and Kazakhstan and whatever they decide that you have to go and kill some other people. For what? For legally created fake currency, dollar. So where is the end of all this? What we have to do to stop it? One of the things, get educated how to start controlling your strawman accounts. This will come very soon in a huge amount of information from people like Denise and many others. Because every single basically continent will have these informations available for every nation to become kind of more tailored towards man's law rather than these fake laws. Like we're talking a lot about fake media, yet if this fake media has any kind of morality, and if people know who are listening to this fake media, if they know that this is what they're doing absolutely immoral and has no integrity what they're doing, and they actually want to on purpose harm, doesn't matter, Trump, Le Pen's, and all the other new leaders that are rising up, it would be so easy for them to be crushed and deleted from the existence. They will not be able to operate a single minute when enough people, very sane people, decide that this is absolutely illegal. I'm sorry, this is immoral. Yet, to make it legal, we have to address the courts. So, do you believe these courts? If you ask them any kind of favors, can you actually change it that we don't have to pay so much taxes, that we don't have to pay any taxes? Let's bring the law into existence that taxes are basically theft. And as soon this is happening, and it's happening like already, yet it will be public soon, we will be able to claim all the stolen pieces of our soul back from these so-called dead talking corporations. So, there's no other way but you start recognizing your natural rights with a human man who is standing behind every action in creation. If you allow that they drop in agents between your creative work, like your energy, and anything else, like laws, there will be like so many slices coming out from you and from your soul, from your spirit's energy, out on a daily basis, that you don't even noticing it. Nobody's noticing it, because it's thousands and thousands of laws that are imposing on us, and if nobody's challenging it, these laws are continue sucking every single human who lives here. So let's get together, as many of us possible. Now we are already 2, Denise and I. Now we are already 3, Assange, Denise and I. Now we're already 4, Trump, Assange, Denise and I. Now we have 5, Trump, Putin, Assange, Denise and I, and on and on. These kind of things, these kind of simple, humane ideas will grow to the point where we will be able to live without a single man-made law that will be so moral that we will not need a single written canon law from Vatican or Rome or any other old freaking Babylonian style of controlling the people. So, join or not, you have to change.